Thanks for tuning in for this quick yet powerful demo on the Cloudvisory security platform. Today's demo topic, enforcement, stopping cloud workload threats. And just the last week, Gartner published a paper on the need for cloud workload protection. Security controls, they say, must become automatable and adaptive. Enterprises can't slow down to rely on a human being to go to a console, and with good reason, because accidental and malicious security control changes produce the same result, increased risk and often failed environments. This is why you have to be able to automate the management, monitoring, and enforcement of cloud-native security controls. This is the focus of today's demo of the Cloudvisory security platform. So allow me to share my desktop, and I'm going to pop up the Cloudvisory interface here where we've discovered an OpenStack, Azure, and AWS hybrid environment. We're honing in on an AWS VPC and application here. This is a demo app with a web app tier and a database tier. And you'll notice some green lines connecting the assets. Those green lines represent real-time data flows as compared to allowed provisioned policy. As long as the flows match the allowed policy, you get green lines. But I want to show you how quickly an administrator can bring down this environment. First, by showing you the actual deployed rule sets. So you see 10 outbound rules and 4 inbound rules. I want to call your attention on the left side to the 2 port 80s that exist there. And now I'm going to go as an administrator into the actual AWS interface, and I'm going to fool around with those controls. Again, whether accidental or malicious, the result is the same. I'm going into the security groups. I'm going into the inbound rule set. There's the port 80s that you saw that Cloudvisory was reading. And I'm going to edit these. And I'm going to just wipe out a couple of port 80s there. No indication of what it's doing to my application, what's the impact of the underlying environment. I have no idea as an administrator. But I'm going to show you exactly what happens to that application by trying to access this demo app. And look, Safari can't load the page. Of course not, because the web tier can't talk to the database tier across port 80. I will show you what Cloudvisory does in this instance. We found this as an enforcement violation. Right at the top of your screen you see that. I'm going to click into this enforcement violation and look what happens. We tracked those 2 changes that the administrator did because they go against policy. We show that they removed those port 80s, and what we're going to do is immediately revert the environment back by rolling back to the compliant state. And now we're going to show you that we are back into the healthy environment. Here we are back in AWS, back in Cloudvisory, and I'm reading the AWS controls. Those port 80s are right back in place. We immediately reverted and rolled it back to its compliant state. And the result of that rollback is the following. I'm going to go back out to that application. I'm going to reload that demo app. I'm going to click the Access Database, and whammo, the application is back working again. This is why you must be able to automate the management, monitoring, and enforcement of cloud-native security controls, and we are anxious to spend more time with you to show you the power of the Cloudvisory security platform and what it can do for the safety of your environment. Thanks so much for your time.